Okay, so I'm going to get started. So today's topic is 3 reasons why self-discipline is awesome. So I know that many of you don't like self-discipline. You think it's a negative thing. You don't want to be disciplined. And you wish that you could have all the freedom in the world. You wish you could do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. But the fact is, if I were to give you absolute freedom right now, my guess is that you will be depressed after probably a couple of months, maybe 6 months. You will be depressed because I think human beings, we need structure in our life. I think we are creatures of habits. We need some habit in our life, in our day-to-day life. And I think there is no freedom without structure. So that's why I'm going to talk about self-discipline today and why it's actually very important. So first of all, what is self-discipline? So I'm going to give you one of my favorite definitions of self-discipline. I heard from Brian Tracy. Self-discipline is the ability to do what you should do, when you should do it, and whether you feel like it or not. So let me say it again. Self-discipline is the ability to do what you should do, when you should do it, and whether you feel like it or not. So that's what self-discipline is. And I remember when I quit my job about 2 months ago, I really realized how important self-discipline is. Because when you don't have a boss behind your back telling you what to do, you are your own boss. You have to be disciplined every single day. You have to be able to have goals. You have to be able to have a schedule. You have to be able to wake up in the morning and actually do what you need to do that day. So it's very, very important. And I'm going to give you one more quote from Jim Rohn on self-discipline. We must all suffer from one or two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regrets. The difference is discipline weighs ounces, while regrets weigh tons. Think about it. If you are 70, 75, 80, you're about to die, and you're going to think, oh, I should have done that. I could have done that. But you didn't. Because of maybe fear, and also because of a lack of discipline in your life. And I don't want that to happen to you in the future. So let's get started with the 3 reasons why self-discipline is awesome. The number 1 is self-discipline is freedom. That's what I believe. Think about it. If you don't have any control over your mind, over your body, over your actions, over your behavior, over your attitude, how much freedom do you have in your life? You have no freedom at all. If you can't set a goal and actually take action and achieve it in the future, then you don't have any freedom in your life because you can't create the life that you want. So that's how I see freedom, self-discipline, as freedom, as a way for me to design the life I want in the future. And that's why I think it's something that is very positive to me, self-discipline. And I was thinking yesterday, I was trying to come up with some kind of word that would be better than self-discipline. I couldn't come up with anything interesting, but I would say something along the line of freedom training or freedom enhancing. So every day you wake up, you will train your mind to have more freedom in your life. And that's what self-discipline is to me. So that's the first reason why self-discipline is awesome. Now the second reason is self-discipline builds your self-esteem. And I think nobody talks about that, but think about it. If you have the ability to actually get things done every day, if you know that when you set a goal, you're going to achieve it, you have the confidence, that will give you the self-esteem you need to achieve even more. So start thinking of self-discipline as a way to build your self-esteem. Because if you can't lose your weight, if you can't achieve your goals, you're going to start feeling guilty, feeling bad about yourself. You're going to start losing self-esteem. So, but the second point, self-esteem will build your self-discipline will build your self-esteem. And so that's extremely important. So now the third point is self-discipline will also build respect, and it will build trust. So once you are really disciplined, people around you, your friend, your family, your boss, your colleagues, will start trusting you, and you will earn their respect. And that's also very important, because if today I ask you to do something, and if I know that you will get it done on time, or you will show up on time at an event every time, I'm going to be able to really trust you. So I think you understand how important it is to be able to be trusted, especially in business, but also in your private life, with your friends, with your partner, with your family. So that's what also self-discipline will do to you. So let me ask you a question now. If I were to ask you to find someone in your, maybe among your friends or your colleagues or your family member, that whatever you ask them to do, when they say yes, you will know that you will do it on time, no matter what it is. So how many people do you have in your environment, people like this? My guess is very few. And that's true in the real life, that's true online. If it's worse online, it's just blowing my mind every time. People just can't keep their word. They are not really reliable. And I think it's a very big problem in the long term if you want to build trust in your business or with your friend or your family. So again, self-discipline is extremely important to build respect, earn respect. So that's the 3 points I wanted to talk about in this video. So self-discipline is freedom. It will give you the freedom you need to achieve your goals and to live the life you want. It will build your self-esteem. So you'll be able to feel good about yourself because you can and you know that you will achieve your goal. You know that you will get the work done. And finally, it will also earn respect from everybody in your surrounding. So that's the 3 reasons why I believe self-discipline is extremely important. And it's also a positive thing, an empowering thing. It's a freedom-enhancing thing. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. And I would like to talk about now how you can actually build more self-discipline in your life. And I'm going to give you 4 tips. The first thing is you want to start having some kind of daily habit, just one daily habit that you have every day. So it could be, making your bed or meditating, setting goals. And you want to keep that habit for at least 30 days as a challenge, and of course more in the future. And you want to start building momentum and start trusting yourself that you can get something done on a daily basis. That's the first point. The second point is you want to train your mind to finish everything you start. So start with a basic task. Let's say you want to send an email. Just finish it. Don't look at Facebook. Don't talk to your friends. Just finish your email. Just 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. And train your mind as much as you can to finish what you start. Start small with emails, and more, like you want to build some momentum. And train your mind to finish everything you start. So the second point. The third point is you want to, when you say yes, you want it to be a yes. That's not obvious, but it's very important. If I ask you something and you say, okay, yes, I do it, I want to be sure, or you want to be sure that you're going to be able to do it 99 or at least 99%, 99.9% of the time. So when you say yes, you have to mean it. If you don't know, you say maybe or no. And the last point is you want to train yourself to do something even when you don't feel like it. Let's say you have a task and you're halfway through the task and you want to go home because it's 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. train yourself to finish the task as much as you can. And the more you do that, the more you'll be able to trust yourself. You will be momentum. You will be more productive also. So that's the last point I wanted to mention. So again, start small, one daily habit, finish everything you start, say yes. When you say yes, mean it, and do something when you don't feel like it. That's the four tips for today. And so I would like to say, freedom is a muscle. You have to train, self-discipline is a muscle. You want to train your mind. And the more you do it, the easier it will become for you. And think about it, think of self-discipline as freedom first, because it gives you more choice in your life. You know what, okay, I want to change my career, I want to do this, and I'm confident, I know I can do it. So you have more choice in your life, because you can trust yourself. And also, when you have self-discipline, when you have it, and you develop it over time, because it's a skill that you can develop, you will be able to achieve your goals, or to achieve your dreams, to change your career. So that's why it's very important, and I wanted to talk about it today. So again, think of it as a freedom, think of it as something great. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. So that's it for me.